and welcome to YHELPtalk with Lauren. Today we are here with Della Roderick, Adult and Child PRP, Director of August Rose Health Center, discussing mental health. Hello and welcome to the show.
Hello, thank you so much for having me.
Tell us about yourself.
Thank you again for having me. I'm a licensed clinical professional counseling services and family counseling services for children, adolescents, and adults. And then our PRP program, our psychiatric rehabilitation program, also provides one-on-one services and group services for individuals that have a severe and persistent mental illness.
So our first question is,
some of the ways we can prioritize our mental health is getting enough sleep, being honest about our mental health and what our feelings are and where our thoughts are, but then also asking for help, recognizing that mental health is just as important as physical health. And the same way that we make sure that we go to the doctors on a yearly basis, let's also prioritize making sure that we talk to someone about how we're feeling and how we're thinking.
So how do you know that you should seek out treatment?
So I think it's time to seek out professional help when you're feeling chronic or having chronic feelings of hopelessness, numbness, frustration, anger. You're really noticing that your thoughts are just not happy thoughts, not good thoughts. And it's impacting your academic performance, your work performance. I think at that point, it's time to ask for professional help.
So to follow up that, how does someone know if they no longer need mental health treatment?
Ooh, good question. So what's really cool about individual counseling and services is you're really able to sit with a professional that can walk you through your thoughts, your feelings, to see if there are some tweaks that we can make. Maybe we're thinking about something the wrong way. And so the flip side of that is when we kind of no longer need that support, when we have developed the tools and the coping skills necessary to get through our tough times. Because we're all going to experience tough times. We all have bad days. It's human nature to have bad days. But again, when you notice that, you know what, I got my coping skills, I'm listening to my music, I got my deep breathing techniques, my journaling is working, I don't need to see Miss Della all the time.
Okay, so what are some of the misconceptions about therapy?
So some misconceptions is that therapy is only when it's really, really bad or when you have a severe mental illness. Therapy is only for individuals that are suicidal, when really everyone can benefit from individual counseling services. We all want a safe place to sit and process some of our thoughts and our feelings, or even our past history. And so that's a really big misconception about therapy.
So can you describe different options that people can use if they're not comfortable with traditional therapy?
So there are a lot of different tools and resources we can use versus individual counseling. I would like to say that individual counseling is available via telehealth, so you don't have to go to someone's office, especially nowadays. You don't have to go to someone's office. But beyond that, looking at the different ways that we can manage our mental health, like journaling, physical exercise, even medication management. You can do medication management for mental health symptoms instead of doing traditional talk therapy. And then there's also, really unique different therapeutic approaches like art therapy, music therapy. There's therapy where you can work with animals. So there's a whole bunch of different forms of therapy that can help us manage our mental health.
And how can teens advocate?
Speaking up and being honest about how we're feeling, asking your adults, whether it be your parents or school counselors, letting them know that you're struggling with you have a friend that's struggling with mental health, and speaking up and being honest. Saying, hey, I'm having a tough day. Maintain our boundaries with some of our family and friends. Don't overdo it. Educating yourself as well, being honest about what you're going through.
And what should teens do if they're experiencing a mental health challenge or know someone that is?
So there is a wonderful hotline, 988 is the number to it. It is this suicide crisis hotline, but I always like to say that it's available 24 hours a day, and it's not just about suicide. It's about when you're having that tough moment, that tough time, whether it be in the middle of the night, in the middle of your day. You can call that 988 number and get immediately connected to a crisis counselor. But beyond that, asking your parents or your guardian, telling them again that you're having a tough time and that you do want someone to talk to get professional help.
How can anyone follow and support August Rose Health Center?
So you can follow us on Instagram and Facebook, but then also you can go to our website. We have plenty of information and resources there on the different kinds of therapy, the different kinds of mental health support services that we even have crisis and community-based resources, teens and our families, the entity at large as well.
Well, thank you for your time, Ms. Roderick.